As a long time ago, they had a writing system. They had o. Now, there was some sort of O deal that involved the H. And in their dealings, they had to get rid of what they call the H. So they had to burn that H somehow in order to get that fusion. Because if after they burn the H, they would be left with E, A, the U sound, and O. And they probably had the high sound or the I sound. Now, they could be the he monkeys. You take a look at what the he monkey looks like, and they probably got tricked by the rabbits. Time traveling, they get stuck in their sounds. Oh, notice how they say he. They don't necessarily say eh. Alright, so they've got a specific sound that they make. Notice how their skin is, they have orange hair, like leading by a fire. And then you'll notice the E species, what they call the American Pikachu or the American pika. Notice the E species. Oh. So what happened was they needed to burn hydrogen to get the helium. What most likely happened was they had the helium entered into a what they call something similar to like he the people constitution. So instead of we the people, it was probably originally the people, all the people, the people, oh the people constitution contracts. And then they took those names and sounds that they had operating under he the people or he the people, because if you look very carefully, they had proboscis monkeys that make the he sound. They had to take that hydrogen element, and then they said that the stuff had to be burned. They had to separate what they call the water. They had to burn the stuff and make helium. And in that process, the monkeys were supposed to have their fusion. However, before the monkeys, there was the rabbit species, and they had their H sounds burned. So whatever O deal happened to burn the H sounds, they were left with A, E, U, and O. So the he monkeys might have got tricked by the rabbit E species. And they also might have transformed back into the spirit animal sounds. So when they decided to burn the they turned into the E species. And then the spirit monkeys burned the hydrogen.